My wife will dance for us. Ukraine, dance!
Have her. Are you mad? The Alliance! I must have her. And risk everything if one man to horse.
I will transform you into the semblance of the Duke. Igraine will think her husband has returned.
But the cliff, the sea,
your lust will hold you up. You will float on the dragon's breath. Ride!
My lord.
To kill and be king? Is that all?
Perhaps not even that.
You strike me with words hard as steel.
You betrayed the Duke. You stole his wife. You took his castle. Now no one trusts you. You're not the one.
Shalom and welcome to another installment of Elders of GMS, giving all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. As you see on the left of me, you see Elder Rakar, and the researcher is Elder Rhymelob. Gabar is still in D.C. He should be back next week. Anyway, today's topic is entitled Adultery. And there's a reason why we're going into this topic is because there's a so-called brother. He ain't a brother no more, if he ever was a brother, out there in the Las Vegas camp. And I think if you go to YouTube, if you go to GMS Las Vegas, I don't know if he's the head or one of the heads, but he had committed adultery with another brother that's from another camp with another brother's woman. And basically, he got videos up there trying to give his side of the story, but trying to come humble, you know. But, I mean, you committed that act, you know, you out. You out, man. We can't deal with you. We don't use the name of GMS no more, you know. And the guys that are with him, you're not to have any dealings with that guy. Now, if you want to go ahead and follow that guy, all you guys in Vegas, then there ain't going to be no Vegas camp, you know? And I had put somebody over that in that region, all right, that's going to deal with that, investigate that whole matter. And I'll get a call back later tonight. But anyway, we're going to go right into the scriptures, and we're going to deal with this topic on adultery. Whatever you want to say?
Yeah, man, that adultery thing is... zero tolerance. Y'all know that. You brothers know, especially within GMS camps throughout the country, throughout the world, Y'all already know that this adultery thing is our stance on that from the top on down is zero tolerance, man. Why? Because in the scriptures, it's zero tolerance, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has a zero tolerance attitude, man, toward adultery. Now, I kept making the statement. I made a statement last week on the speaking, and I said it even today in the studio. I said, look, man, the man of the Lord ain't going to commit adultery. And then Elder Tahar made the statement, well, King David committed adultery, which is true, right? But what did the Most High do to David, man? Even though David was a man of the Lord, the Most High, like Elder Tahar said, the punishment that David got for committing adultery was worse than death, man. So, and the Lord said he loved David, but the Most High came down on King David hard for committing adultery. And when you really read in the scriptures, King David was the only man of the Lord you ever heard about that that went off and committed adultery, that particular sin. But everywhere else in the scriptures, man, you don't hear about men of the Lord committing adultery, man. Because for the most part, if you're a man of the Lord, you ain't going to commit adultery, man. Because the scriptures say he that committeth adultery lack of understanding. We're going to bring that scripture out. But, you know, look, man, first of all, to me, man, to commit adultery is being a faggot, man. That's coveting after something that belongs to your brother. And the scripture says when a man and woman come together, they become one flesh. So if you popping, really, like if you popping another man's woman, it's like you popping that man. So that's like really committing adultery is like, it's faggotism, man. It's faggotism.
Good, keep speaking. I'm looking for
Okay, come. Yep. Committing adultery is this goddamn faggotism, man. Okay? You got a man that's with a woman, that man laying up in the bed with that woman, popping that woman, having sex with that woman, and then you going to go behind him and have sex with the woman, right? And this man been with the woman laying up having sex with her. That's faggotism. So anybody, man, that commits adultery, you guys are like, want to so-called go behind another brother, and we all supposed to be brothers within Israel, you a goddamn faggot. That dude that committed adultery, hey, man, I'm sitting there telling you, you a faggot, man. You a goddamn faggot, man. I'm calling you a faggot, and you ain't right, man. And just to let it be known, you ain't down with us no more, man. You ain't with GMS.
Right here. Just hold it to my mouth.
You out, nigga.
This is James, the 2nd chapter, and this is why he said committing adultery is like being a faggot, because you commit one sin, it's basically you can be called a faggot, a murderer, a thief, a liar, an idolater, all right, a blasphemer of the Most High. Okay, this is James, the 2nd chapter, and okay. Let me jump up above that. Let me jump up a couple of verses. The key point is in the 10th verse, but I want to jump up above that. Oh boy! Oh, you ever start the 5th verse? Okay, it says James 2 verse 5. It says, "Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not the Most High chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith and heirs of the kingdom, which he hath promised to them that love him." 6th verse. "But ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats? Do not they blaspheme that worthy name?" Well, there goes Nate. That's why I had to go to jump up above. "Thy worthy name by the which ye are called." So, going to Nate, when you go out there calling yourself having an unction from the Father, you don't have an unction from the Father, because you would say that I'm coming in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Even Moses went to the Lord and said, when I go before the people, what name do I give them? And Gabar always says the name is important. Because when you come to represent something, they'll ask you, what name do you come in? I come in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So you, Nate, to say that you don't know the name of the Most High, that means you just a renegade, man. It says, "If ye fulfill the royal law according to the scripture, Thou shalt love thy neighbor. Now, if you love your neighbor, you ain't going to lay with your neighbor's wife. All right? Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Ye do well. But if ye have respect to persons, ye commit sin and are convinced of the law as transgressors. 10. For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all. All right? Good.
That's right. So you commit adultery. If you commit adultery, man, you just a wicked nigga. You guilty of all other kind of sins. You're an idolater, okay? You're a faggot. You guilty of faggot. That's being because you're guilty of coveting, meaning lusting after something that belongs to you. Breaking all the laws, man, of the Most High. For you to commit adultery, so that means you're open to do whatever. I wouldn't be surprised.
I heard this guy was scheming on this woman, man, and had his woman get close to that woman to kind of get her to get with you. It was just nothing but straight up wickedness, man. But you know what? Let me say this, man. You guys, we done told you from day one about how these women are, man, that they're demons, man. You know? That goes for my woman too. That goes for my mother, my sisters, my aunts, my nieces, even among you men. You don't set up situations for a man to be around your woman, man. But we're not getting on that, brother. We're getting on this demon right here, man.
Yeah, that's right, man. And yeah, like I said, the brother, well, this is a lesson, though. This is a lesson for the brother that his woman got taken from him or whatever, you know, your brother from California. Just let this be a lesson to you, brother. That's why Elder Tahar made a statement years ago to us years ago. I'm talking about back in the 90s or whatever. He said, you're a woman, man. That's your own personal thing on the side. That's why we told you, brothers, when brothers get together and have like gatherings, don't do this thing of, okay, brother, you bring your woman over and come to my house and we're going to have a double date.
Yeah,
a
family affair.
Yeah, a family affair and the wives of it. Nah, man.
You guys just don't get it, man. You guys just don't get it. Hey, I'm coming in the spirit of Sheen, Platoon. You don't get it. No, they did get it, man. But you guys don't get it, man. All this double dating bullshit, man. You know? Now, if you're on a high level, well, I'm going to say this. This brother, Ricard, me and my woman, and him and his woman, which is a relative of my woman, which they're Ephraimites, and we had went out on a so-called double date, you know? Because we know each other. We all know each other, and we on the level, man. And that's why it says the man that committeth adultery lacketh understanding, man. You think I'm going to be around? Now, if I see a woman that's with a brother and she look good, in my mind, I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm going to say, yeah, the woman look good. But you know what I'm going to do?